survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, 2 of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the 3rd seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. It's caught downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Toss play, running right. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pinning the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Touchdown, Longhorns. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Texas.
Return begins inside the 10. He steps out to the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Caught near the sideline. It's Lucas. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes a quick catch. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And the Seminoles offense is on the move now. Here comes a handoff. Fights off a defender. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Florida State 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the runner takes off to his right. Tackle, but first down.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The freshman is lucky that didn't get picked off.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the grab. It's Lucas.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
And the Texas offense will take over.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to take off. Finding some room at the 25. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Picks up the first, looking for more. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Boy, when your running game's working like this, especially in the first half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Getting set. Here's second down. The quarterback's got it on the option. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Blue. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Receiver in motion now. And there's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, to facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Texas.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lucas. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. And the Noles come to the line in a hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. And the defense says, not again. It wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down at 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's McCoy. They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The Noles trying to cash in here in the red zone. Second down, looking to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the 1st down himself. The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps the football. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And there's the point after. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Can he get there on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. And they get him down what will be the final play of this 1st half. And then it's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick this away to start the 2nd half. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground.
And the Texas offense will take over.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they come out firing here to start this 2nd half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
At the 22.
Third down after that running play. Running past the 35. Breaks free now into the secondary. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
So two big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. And he'll set up to throw. Off target and incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. He's running out of time here. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Now that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now third and goal, you come up with a sack. Backs against the wall, they get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal. And that's a win for the defense.
He knocks this one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Texas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Really excellent possession last time. Mixed the run and pass, kept the defense off balance and route to a touchdown. Now here's the toss play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. And it's complete downfield. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lucas. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Wrap down the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. And the Knowles looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Just gets it away, taking a shot. The pass ball is incomplete. Took a deep shot on the final play of the third quarter. Final quarter coming up. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on third and very long. The sure hand. It's Williams. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
This try is no good. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
Well, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Quarterback dropping back. Running back grabs it on the screen. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 38.
We go with a direct snap. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays. They've stepped up and done a great job. Now it's 3rd down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this offense off the field?
Crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Leading here in the 4th quarter, they keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And they'll stop him after a short game. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Back in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Offense getting set. Second down play here. But go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champion.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in a national championship. They come through one